Hello guys, so we are going to continue the discussion with respect to pandas, and in this video we are going to see how we can read data from different sources by using some amazing inbuilt functions that are available in pandas. Now to start with, what I'm actually going to do, I've just copied and pasted this specific code over here. So here you can see I have imported pandas. I have imported from IO string IO. And here I've given some kind of JSON, right? So employee name, James email, job profile, and here is some list of details that I'm able to see, right? Like title 1, team lead, title 2, senior developer, something like this, right? I'm taking this particular data, and first of all, this data is in the form of JSON, right? Key value pairs. So what I'm doing is that I will take this entire data, convert into a string by using string IO, string input output, and I'm just writing pd.read_json. Once I do this, I will be able to get a data frame in this particular way, right? So here you can see employee_name, email, job profile. So here you are able to see this, right? And this is basically my data frame altogether since I'm using pd.read_json. Let me just go ahead and save this in df variable. So this is nothing but this is my df. Okay. Now the reason why I'm showing you this is that I'm just trying to show you that yes, if you have a key value pairs, then also you'll be able to read that and convert into a data frame, right? Now let's say I want to convert this data frame back into a JSON. So for this I will be using df.to_json again. So to_json, and I'll go ahead and execute it. Now as soon as I go ahead and execute it, see the difference, how this JSON has basically got converted, right? And here you'll be able to see initially we had something like this, Krish. Now you have converted this into this kind of format, right? What is this all about? So here if you go ahead and see, here I have not given any parameters. So there is one very important parameter which is called as orient, okay? And by default orient will be based on index value, right? So orient basically means, see here what it has done, it has taken this employee name as one key, then now it is taking 0:James, okay? Then it went to this email key, and now it is basically using the combination of index and but this particular value. So 0:James @gmail.com. Then finally you had job profile with 0:. So in short, when we converted this into a JSON, it is taking this as a column name and it is taking key value pairs based on the index number. Okay. If I try to convert this into JSON based on records, like if I use a parameter which is called as orient, and here if I just go ahead and if you probably go ahead and see this, right, parameter, let's see this parameter here, you'll be able to see this. Okay. I will just go ahead and write something like this, and here I will just go ahead and say orient. Now with respect to orient, let's say I'm going to basically use a parameter which is like index. Okay. So index is the default one, right? Same thing, right? So by default, the index is that is getting applied over here is specifically with respect to this particular index value. Orient will be index. Okay. Now you can also change the orient value to some other thing, and we will see what all values again we can probably match with it, right? And again, you can also see the documentation with respect to to_json function in data frame. So now let me go ahead and copy this same thing and paste it over here. And instead of writing orient is equal to index, I'll go ahead and write orient is equal to records. Now you can see how we had actually given in over here based on records. Similarly, it is basically getting displayed, right? So here you can see employee_name, James, email this. So record by record, you'll be able to see in this particular manner. Okay. So this was some of the examples. Now what I'm actually going to do, I'll show you one more way of reading a specific data. So let me do one thing. Let me quickly open my browser. So here I'll be showing you one URL. Okay. This URL, you can actually see it is something like wine.data, right? And this URL you'll be able to see it is in comma separated value, like CSV format. So I will take this particular entire URL, right? And I'll go to my code, and here I will just go ahead and write pd.read_csv, right? And here I will just go ahead and give my URL. And let's say that I'm going to say that, hey, don't consider anything as my header. So header will be none, right? So if I go ahead and just see this, right, df is equal to, I will be able to see this. It will take some time to read it. Okay. Once it reads it, I will just go ahead and add df.head, and this is how my entire data set looks like. Okay. So by default, since I wrote header is equal to none, it is just going to make the default column indexes by 0, 1, 2, 3, and similarly row indexes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. This was how to read a specific data from a specific URL if it is in the comma separated values. I can also convert this back into my CSV file. So if I go ahead and write .to underscore CSV, and let me just go ahead and write wine.csv. Okay. And if I execute it, here you'll be able to see in my same folder location, wine.csv has been created, right? So you can also convert back a data frame into a CSV file. Okay. Now let's go ahead and see some more examples. I've already spoken about to underscore JSON with respect to orient and index. You can also do this. Okay. Now let's say I have a specific HTML file. Now this HTML file, I'll just show it to you. I can also read data from HTML file. That is the most amazing thing. So let's say this is my HTML file over here. It is FDIC government failed bank list. Now in this particular HTML file, I definitely have tables, right? And with the help of data frame, we can also go ahead and read this entire table also, or we can also read the content inside this HTML. So first of all, what I will do, I will go to my code. I will just say, hey, this is my URL. So let me just go ahead and define my URL. And now with this specific URL, what I am actually going to do, I'll just go ahead and use pd dot read underscore HTML. Okay. And I'll give this particular URL. Okay. Now, if I go ahead and create my data frame, okay, this will basically give me, so here you can see missing optional dependency LXML. So it is saying, hey, you need to install LXML. So let's go ahead and install this. There are some dependencies with respect to some of the libraries. So I'll go ahead and write pip install LXML. Okay, so I will just go ahead and install this. So let's do the installation. Probably once I install this, it will start working. Okay, so here we have installed it. Now I think it should be working fine. Now I'll go ahead and read my HTML. Okay, again, it is giving me an error. Okay, I have to also go ahead and install HTML5. Okay, so these are some of the dependencies. Whenever you work with websites, you have to do this installation. Okay, so I'll go ahead and write pip install HTML5. I think now this is the last library. If there is any dependencies, again, it will be telling us. Okay, now I'll go ahead and execute it. Now I think it should not give us an error. It is still giving us an error because it is saying, hey, we need to also have beautiful soup 4. Okay, so let's go ahead and install this also. Okay, so I'll go ahead and install pip install beautiful soup 4. Once I do this installation, web encodings and all. So here you can see beautiful soup 4 is also encoded. Now I think it should work. So whenever you get this kind of errors, please go ahead and see the error. Okay, and then you'll be able to see this. No tables found. Okay, no table found in this bank list HTML. Let me do one thing. I think the URL has been changed or what. So this is my failed bank list. Okay, it is not HTML, it is this URL. Okay, so now let me go ahead and execute this. Now you can see if I go ahead and execute df, I'll be getting a list of tables. See, this is in this particular format. If I go ahead and write df of 0, so here I'm actually going to get my entire table. And this is how it looks like in the form of data frame. Okay, so here I've just shown you that how simply, if you have any HTML page which has tables over there, you can definitely go ahead and explore this, and it will be able to capture the entire table and it will be able to give it to you. Okay, now not only this, let's say I also may have a Wikipedia page. I may have some other things. I may have again, there may be different pages. Let me just show you one more HTML. Okay, content, and here you'll be able to understand. So here, if I go ahead and execute this, in this Wikipedia, you basically have mobile country code, right? So these are my tables that are present over here with respect to this, right? And let's say with the help of Pandas, I really want to quickly go ahead and use all this particular data. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do over here is that I will say, hey, this is my URL now, and based on this URL, I will take up this entire country code, and now I will just go ahead and write pd underscore read underscore HTML, and here I'm just going to give my URL. And one more thing that read underscore HTML has, one amazing thing, right? That is nothing but it basically also has some kind of match keywords. Okay, so this will basically be my URL, and it also has some match keywords. What does this basically mean? That let's say I want to match it with some main keys like this country. Okay, I want to probably match only this particular table. I don't want this table, right? So what I will do, I will just go ahead and write, hey, based on the country, let's go ahead and do the match. So here I will just go ahead and write my match keyword like country, and I'll say, hey, I don't even want my header. So I'll make it as header 0. So if I go ahead and execute it, you'll be able to see that, yeah, I'm able to get it in the form of list. So if I go ahead and take the first element of the list, so here is my entire data frame, and this is the same country we are able to get it, and it is able to do the match. Let's say I want the above table, I can do that specific match based on the keyword that I can actually use over here. And here you can see I'm able to get all the inputs, and with respect to this, I'm able to easily scrap the entire data itself, right? And one more type of data that you want to probably create, let's say you can also go ahead and use one Excel data. So here I will just go ahead and write Excel. Oh, this will be my sample underscore data dot xlx. Okay, so this data I will just go ahead and open it. If you reveal in this Explorer, and if I open this particular data Excel file also, I can probably open it. Okay, it is not opening it. Let's see. I'll just open this over here. I will open a file. Let's say here I go ahead and write name and age. I'm just creating it manually. So here I can go ahead and write name and age. Let's say here I go ahead and write Krish 32, Jack 34, John 31. Okay. And let me just save this, save as, browse. Okay, I'll save it in my folder, data analysis with Python. And let me just go ahead and write over here as data.xlx. Okay, and I'll close this. Okay, so here what I can actually do over here is that I will just go ahead and read this Excel file. Okay, in order to read this Excel file, I have to just use pd underscore read Excel underscore, and here I am just going to use that particular Excel file name, right? And it is nothing but data.xlsx, right? The second parameter that I can give is something called a sheet name. By default, I have the first sheet over there, so it will be the first sheet name itself. So let me just go ahead and execute it. It says okay, no module open PyExcel. Okay, so when you are basically using read underscore Excel, you also have to install this. So I'll go ahead and do the pip install this one. So the reason why I'm showing you all this error, because this is for the first time that you really need to do, right? And when you are doing this, you may be facing some kind of error. Again, some error may come. So here you can see that I'm also able to read all these things, right? Now, one very important thing that I really want to show it to you after reading Excel, that is converting a pickle file. Now, what exactly is a pickle file? Okay, so if I go ahead and see what exactly is a pickle file. Okay, pickle file. What is pickle file? Okay, if I just Google it, you can see that it is a process of converting a Python object into a byte stream, store it in a file or database, maintain state across sessions or transport data over the network. So let's say that I want to probably quickly go ahead and create some kind of pickle file where I do some kind of serialization. So this will basically be my Excel. I can also convert this into a pickle file, and I can also load it. So to underscore pickle is the function name that I'm going to use. And I will just go ahead and use my pickle file name over here, something like this. So if you go over here, you'll be also able to see this pickle file. It will be completely serialized. You will not be able to open this, right? And let's say if I want to quickly go ahead and read this pickle file. So what I can actually do, I can just write pd.read underscore pickle file, and they are all different files which you can definitely explore. It is up to you. And here I'll just go ahead and add df.excel. Once I do that, again, I'll be able to convert that particular data into this. But at the end of the day, this pickle file will also be very handy when we are developing machine learning projects. There, let's say we have to probably develop the pickle file. There we basically train the models. We need to save it somewhere. So we'll also be using a pickle file over there. Again, along with this, as I said, guys, there are a lot of options. If I just go ahead and write pd.read, right? There's so many different options: read pass, read SQL query, read table, read XML. So just go ahead and explore it. Anyhow, I have tried to explain as much as I could in this, along with the installation, the errors that we face, the HTML pages that we have actually read. So I hope you like this particular video. I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you.